All the toys on your child's wish list could be dangerous. Reports show each year more than 100,000 kids under 12 years old are treated in emergency rooms for toy-related injuries.
Dr. Jennifer Nguyen is a pediatrician with Kaiser Permanente Diamond Bar, and she is here to talk about age-appropriate toys and the dangers parents should be aware of. Good morning, doctor. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, such a timely topic,
Yes,
right? Parents,
absolutely.
we're buying for our kids and our nieces and nephews like I am. So here are some interesting facts. In 2023, nearly 150,000 children were treated in the ER, and in 2022, it was even higher with more than 209,000. What are some of the most common types of injuries you see, doctor?
Yeah, so for the younger children, what we see a lot of is going to be choking hazards. So things that are small beads.
Yeah, these little tiny pieces.
Exactly. For children under the age of 4, everything goes in their mouth.
Right.
And if they swallow something this small, anything that can really fit down the space of a toilet paper roll is a choking hazard for our young kids.
Which is a pretty big size.
Right.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, but they can get it in their mouth.
Okay.
It can block their airway, constrict their breathing.
Definitely something to be aware of.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have this. This looks like a hazard. For sure.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so we really worry about these kinds of things for our older kids.
Right.
All these electronic toys, our hoverboards,
Right.
our electronic scooters, the e-bikes. These all get kids going really fast. When they crash at high velocities, we see a lot of broken collarbones, broken bones, concussions.
Well, I see you have the helmet there. Talk about
Yes.
the importance of that when you have these kinds of toys.
So if you do have your kids on these kind of things, you want to make sure they're going at reasonable speeds, wearing their protective gear, and that they're being supervised.
Of course.
Is there a recommended age that kids should be, you know, when they start on these the types of vehicles?
I think, over the age of 12,
Over
is
12.
a reasonable age for
Okay.
these electronic toys.
Fair.
All right, we don't want to do all the negatives though. So lead us to
No.
the toys that we should be buying that are good choices.
For our younger kids, anything that brings the parents onto the floor and engages the kids with their parents is going to be a great toy.
Okay, like what?
So things that really develop their small motor skills, so our little building blocks, our big chunky Legos, Play-Doh, coloring books. These are skills that really help the kids develop their imaginative play. They create their storytelling skills. These are great things for kids to do. Things like our big truck. You know, one of my favorite movies is Toy Story.
Oh, yeah,
Because
we
those
love that
toys
one.
don't do anything.
Right.
All of that play comes from his imagination,
That's
from
right.
Andy's imagination. So things like our big truck really develop their imaginative play.
Awesome.
And then also things like our football here. This is going to bring the kids out with their parents and their friends. They're outside exercising. They're building their friendships. Those are great toys for our younger kids as well. For our older kids, I love the science kits. I love the board games. I love the big Lego kits.
Yep.
They require the kids to really follow instructions, and then they get a nice sense of accomplishment for when they've completed their Lego. So these are great kids. Also the sporting equipment, we've got a pickleball set right there, musical equipment, art kits. These are things that really develop their creativity. So those are great toys for the older kids as well.
Things
This is
that
all
make
really
you
great.
think, right?
Yeah.
Use your motor skills, your
Critical
cognitive
thinking
skills. Exactly.
Yeah, get smarter kids. Okay, another important point we want to make is, like, I'm a deal girl, so I'm always looking for sales and deals, but I understand it's important to buy from a reputable seller.
Absolutely. So there's been a lot of toys that have been taken off the market because they're bought from China. They're knockoff toys. And so these may have toxic chemicals in them. There's been some fake Labubu's that have actually posed choking hazards. I know.
For the babies.
So you want to make sure you're buying from a reputable source because we want to make sure our toys are safe.
Very important point, because I think parents sometimes, if they can't afford the real thing, are going, well, I'll get this cheaper knockoff version so my kid has it, but if it's posing a danger, they're not going to want to do that.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Nguyen, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you. I'm
Good
glad to help.
information. Yeah.
Great stuff. So everybody can stay safe and have fun for this Christmas season. Let's get